had a problem to where I was at my lowest low. I was depressed. And it wasn't just depression, like, oh, I had depression. No, it was actual, like, depression. I was going through it. I was spreading myself thin. I was keeping people afloat while I was drowning. And it felt like I was useless. It felt like I couldn't help anybody. It felt like nobody could help me. Nobody understood. Nobody cared. So I felt just like I had to suck it up and deal with my problems. I was beating up on myself. Me, I have a really strong spirit, I want to say. And that's not to brag. It was kind of like a double-edged sword at the time, because since I had a strong spirit, when I was slacking and I was not doing something good, I would beat up on myself. Like, why aren't I doing this? Why am I not on this level? Why am I being lazy? Why am I, And honestly, it just made things worse. And then I had to hear that from my ex when I was in a relationship. She would kind of add on to it too. Us being toxic to each other. It went from a loving friendship for 4 years, we were best friends, to a toxic relationship in a matter of like 8 months. I couldn't save that. I went from being a AB student to, due to COVID, me starting work and getting off late, my grades started dropping. I couldn't save that. My family, my brothers, siblings getting into trouble. My mom arguing with her boyfriend at night, late at night, loud, throwing things and all this stuff like that. Family problems, stress, pressure on me because I'm about to graduate and I still don't know what I want to do with my life. I'm thinking music, but I'm not even sure. I had a writer's block for the longest time. I couldn't even write a song. And even in my music, you could see, I don't have my journal with me right now. It's in my book bag out there, but as I look through my journal and I see the songs I tried to write and the exercise I would write, I would write things such as, I'm lost, I'm trying to find myself, give me an answer. And these would be love songs I would try to write, but it would always just come to that. I'm soul searching, I'm trying to find myself. I'm too distracted. All this stuff I would write. And I feel like that was subconsciously me, and the reason why I had writer's block was because I was feeling this stuff. I had all this turmoil, and I'm over here trying to write a love song, R&B song, but in reality I have other stuff going on. I have other stuff on my mind, so it just didn't match. All this went down around the ending of winter and the beginning of spring last year. The ending of 2020 and the beginning of 2021. It was around that time, like, all this stuff was happening. Nobody really understood. Everything was normal, but it wasn't. Because one thing about me is that I don't like to be pitied. So I couldn't tell my friends about it because I just knew instantly they'll try to pity me and feel bad for me. I don't need anybody feeling bad for me. So I just never spoke about it. And when I would try to speak about it to somebody that I knew wouldn't pity me, it was just like, oh, dang, that sucks. I'm like, oh, damn, man. I can't believe that. That's crazy. But it was never anything useful. And I mean, I guess I understand. It's not like it's their job to help me or to fix me or anything like that. But I just kind of stopped speaking about it. I was like, it is what it is. I'm going to deal with it on my own. Until I got into an argument. And I was really bad. Like, I didn't, people started, it was like when people started noticing, like, yo, you're acting weird, you're not as happy as you used to be. But I would find myself easily annoyed. I was like quiet. I would even have like dreams of me fighting. Just like violent dreams. I mean, like, it's not normal to have like dreams of you fighting and stuff like that. Probably once in a while, if something happens, of course, but like, so it wasn't until I got into an argument with my ex, because she was kind of saying the same thing, that I'm not being around. It's like I'm there, but I'm not, all this stuff like that. I'm not paying attention to her, all this stuff. And I just told her, like, look, I'm going through stuff right now, this, and I just let it go. Not in a bad way, like I cursed her out or anything, but I just told her everything that's going on with me. Like, I'm depressed. I have all this stuff happening. You know, that was when she eased up, and she was like, oh, like, why didn't you tell me? Everything eased up because it was the ending of school by this time. There were certain things that happened where I could breathe a little bit more, you know? Like, school was ending. I started, like, recover my grades. I changed jobs for a semi-better scheduled one. And I just stuck it through until, you know, graduation. When I graduated, that was when I had that was when I had even more space to breathe. I still had my stuff, of course, you know. It wasn't like anything was solved. I pretty much stayed like that until fall of 2021, when I got out of my relationship. Now, I'm not gonna say my relationship was a cause of that. I'm not gonna say that. After my relationship, I was like, oh wow, I opened my eyes, and I instantly got on the grind and got out of depression, and you know, it did not happen like that at all. What did happen was when I got out of that relationship, I started watching YouTube videos, productive videos, inspiration, anything that would give me hope, that would fire me up. I kind of lost my love for music at this point. You know, after I thought I wanted to do music, I thought I wanted to be an R&B singer / producer, all this stuff. It's not for me, right? And so I'm like, all right, now what? I graduated, what do I do? I'm gonna just start school, and from there I'll figure it out. So this is how it started. I started watching Red Pill videos. I started watching, you know, travel vloggers, digital nomads, you know, photographers and freelance like video makers and all this stuff like that. And I was like, yo, I want to travel like this. I want to live freely and, you know, not have my family struggling. Or I want to be able to do this. Me and my friend linked up. He's like, that's my brother right there. We linked up, and he told me he wants to start a YouTube channel. And I told him I've been thinking about doing the same thing. So we both agreed to let's do it. Let's run it up and let's take it by storm. So this is why I'm here. With that, I found what I wanted to do, and it was freelance videography. When we both agreed to, you know, make YouTube and all this stuff like that, you know, that kind of lit something in me, because then I instantly knew what I wanted to do. It wasn't EMT, it wasn't music, it was this, YouTube. And, you know, I envisioned myself traveling and having a house and, you know, being in a different country with my laptop and, you know, recording and telling my story in a beautiful, in such a way where other people can see it and other people can share their story. Somebody like me can share their story. So this is why I started this, and we both just decided to take it by storm. And so from there, I decided to cut out social media. Just gave everybody that was important my number, and I was just like, I'm not missing anything. I was off it for like 3 months, I think. Yeah, and from there I just took it. I just kept it going, and now here I am. And the reason why I shared my story, this story with you of depression and what I went through, more in depth than, you know, my other videos. I'm always talking about this point of my life, but the reason why is because I want to tell you that as a guy, most people they don't care. They think you're good. They think you're solid. Now put your ego to the side and speak to somebody. Even, you know, I know it's really hard. I know it's hard. Just have hope. Have hope. Even when things feel hopeless, man, because I felt hopeless, and certain things got into place to where it helped me, and I got my hope back. And it wasn't even that, it was just opportunities just showed up out magically. It was a matter of, I got mad, and this is what I'm going to tell you to do. Grab hope, and when you feel hopeless, when you feel like you can't fight anymore, when you feel like you're useless, you feel lost, just reflect on your life, and you see how crappy it is. This is what I did. I just looked at myself, and I was like, yo, like, this is crappy. And I was like, this is my life, though. Why am I not controlling my life? Why am I letting this world throw me around the waves? That I'm making my own ocean. I'm getting control of my life, and I'm gonna live it on my terms, and I'm gonna do what I want to do. Nobody's gonna stop me. I don't care. My mother's not gonna stop me. My family's not gonna stop me. Whatever I decide to do is gonna be for me and because of me, because this is my life. I control what happens, and you might not see it right now. It might feel useless. You might feel like there's no hope for you. But just that, when you feel like that, you have nothing to lose at this point because you already lost so much. That's when you take your life back from the world, from the waves of life throwing you around, holding you under, and you conquer. But this was a little personal. It hit home a little bit. Struggling with depression and that's going through stuff. Find somebody to speak to. Find hope. Keep on fighting for your life. You will get there. You have nothing to lose. That's the most dangerous type of man. So use that as the greatest comeback story. Use that as your strength. The people that were down just like you or even worse, they can fight. You give them a fighting voice. You give them a fighting chance. And you know what? I'm done talking. Thanks for watching my video. Mad love and peace. Think about what I said. And I hope it helped. Please share so it can help somebody else. And please like so other people can come across it that need this. You'll be doing a great justice. And I don't like how that sounded. But yeah. Stay up. Peace.